We know the formations that define a demand zone and a supply zone. We know how to isolate the base using the base isolation technique, and we know how to place the proximal and distal lines for all four formations. We've also learned the zone structure odds enhancers to qualify the formation. Now we will bring all of this together in a 5-step zoning process to identify and qualify supply and demand zones. In the following lessons, we're going to look at the 5-step zoning process for each of the 4 zone formations. We'll begin with the drop-based rally. Step 1 is to start with the current price, which is the candle farthest to the right on the chart. Demand will always be at or below current price. Step 2 is to look down and left sequentially, candle by candle, looking for an explosive rally in price. Step 3 is to apply the base isolation technique, placing one vertical line on the first leg out candle and one vertical line on the last leg in candle, and then identify the type of formation, whether it's a drop-based rally, a drop-based drop, a rally-based rally, or a rally-based drop. All right. Now in this example, we have a drop-based rally. After identifying the formation, we move on to step 4, placing the proximal and distal lines. And finally, in step 5, we score the formation using our zone structure odds enhancers: strength, time, and freshness. For strength, the zone has to have a move out of at least twice the height of the base. And we can see here that it does. We can also see the move out breaks out of preceding supply. So if you look at this example, see this leg up, which is the leg in candle. We see some basing, and then price falls. So this would be the leg out candle. This would be the base. This would be the leg in candle. And this formation would be a rally base drop. And this would be this distal line, or serve as the distal line for the supply zone. So what we're looking for is for strength to move out greater than or equal to 2 to 1 and break out above a supply zone. Okay? So per the example, we can see that that is the case. For freshness, there has been no retracement, meaning price has not returned to the zone. And for time, there is only one basing candle. So we see the one basing candle here for our zone. This would be the leg in candle. This would be the leg out candle. This formation would be a drop, base, rally. Okay? So we have our distal line here, our proximal line. This is our zone. We see that it moved out 2 to 1. We have one single basing candle. So price did not spend a great deal of time here, which increases the odds that we'll have unfilled orders. The zone has not been penetrated. Price has not returned to the zone, which again increases the odds of, or minimizes the risk of, losing any unfilled orders. Once price returns, any unfilled orders would, of course, be filled at that time. All right. So all in all, we would have 5 out of 10 points on our odds enhancer scorecard. We'd have 2 for strength, 1 for time, and 2 for freshness for this particular zone. All right. But in a nutshell, this is the 5-step process for identifying demand zones located in a drop-based rally formation. You're also seeing how to fill in the odds enhancer scorecard. Now, again, make sure you go to the Google Drive account and you can download the odds enhancer scorecard from the link here. You can either pull this form up and click the link, or you can just click the link that's in the video, which will lead you to a folder here, and you will have access to all of these resources. Okay? So In the following lessons to come, we're going to go over the 5-step zoning process on the charts for the remaining 3 supply and demand formations. But in the meantime, before you move on, go to any chart in your preferred trading platform, identify a drop-based rally formation using the 5-step zoning process for demand zones, and then after identifying the zone, make sure that it is a quality zone by utilizing the odds enhancer criteria for strength, time, and freshness. All right, hope to see you in the next video.